You ever had a morning where the universe just decided you were going to be the main character in the weirdest neighborhood soap opera? Yeah, that's how my whole summer kicked off in Austin, Texas. Picture this. I'm dead asleep. Sun's barely up, birds aren't even awake yet. And suddenly, boom, somebody's beating on my front door like they're trying to break it down. I'm talking full-on earthquake-level pounding that jolts me straight out of a dream where life still made sense. I roll out of bed, heart racing, hair wild, and peek through the blinds, and what do I see, Brenda? Yep, Brenda, our unofficial HOA queen, standing in my yard, red-faced, huffing like she just ran a marathon, dragging this banana yellow extension cord across 3 lawns, like she's laying siege to the Alamo. And she's yelling at the top of her lungs. Mark, your Charger's basically a public utility. My Prius needs juice, and I'm plugging in no arguments. You can't make this up. Now, it's not even 7. My coffee machine is still doing that slow brew drip. I'm standing there in pajamas, blinking, trying to remember if this is real life. Brenda, who I've known for years, she's always the one organizing block parties, dropping off HOA newsletters and color-coded folders, now acting like she's got a badge and a warrant. One hand waving that extension cord, the other up, like she's directing traffic at a crash scene. She demands I open my garage and do my part for the green revolution, or she'll unleash emergency HOA protocol on my hoarding electricity. And by this time, the neighbors are peeking out too. Mr. Rollins shuffling outside in Slipper's cell phone, already filming Sarah clutching her mug like it's holy water. There's that quiet, charged hum in the air, half disbelief, half that, oh boy, here we go, again you only get in suburbia. Let me tell you, I was feeling a weird mix of embarrassment, irritation, and if I'm honest, just a hint of pity. Brenda's been a meddler ever since her divorce, rattling around her big old house, pouring every drop of energy into running the HOA with an iron fist hidden under a pastel blazer. And lately, my solar panels, they'd become her new obsession. She'd corner me at the mailbox, dropping hints about communal responsibility and how some folks think they're better than the rest of us. Truth was, my panels saved me from insane electric bills and let me drive my Ford Mach-E guilt-free. But in Brenda's eyes, I might as well have installed a neon sign that said, "Look who's winning at life." So I crack the door open, pillow line still on my face, and before I can even say morning, she starts, "Mark, open up. Your Charger's on HOA property and my Prius needs a fair share. This is about equality," her voice, man. It's got this pitch that could wake the dead. I try to stay calm, explain Brenda. I paid for this out of pocket. It's not free, and honestly, plugging your car in could fry both our systems. She's not hearing it. She's got the HOA rule book, every page scribbled on, waving around some highlighted passage about shared utilities as if that means my driveway is a community power station. And the peanut gallery Tom next door, always good for a one-liner, mutters utilities. That's a new one, Brenda. She spins around, eyes blazing. Stay out of this, Tom, or I'll report your hedges. The tension thickens. Everybody's grinning, but nobody's happy. You know what I mean? Then Brenda, not getting her way, tries to wedge her Prius up my drive. Ends up rolling right through Sarah's flower bed, petunias flying like confetti at a really bad parade. That's when my patience snaps. Back off, Brenda, or I'm calling the cops. She gasps like I've committed treason. You're dividing this community, Mark, and storms off, extension cord trailing behind her like a wounded snake vowing to call an emergency meeting. Inside, Sarah hands me coffee, her eyes wide. She's not mad about the Charger, Mark. It's about winning. And she was right. I'm pacing the kitchen, heart pounding, thinking, how did going solar turn me into public enemy number 1? But Brenda's got this need to control things ever since her marriage tanked, and my solar setup just became the new hill she was gonna die on. By dinner, Brenda's papered the whole block with flyers, energy justice for all, making it sound like I'm hoarding power from starving children. And that night, the community center is packed. Some folks there for the show, others dragged in by Brenda's relentless knocking. She marches to the podium, Prius keys swinging from her neck, and booms, "Good people while gas prices rise. Mark here basks in solar glory. I propose we make his charger available to every hybrid and EV starting with mine. The place erupts in murmurs. Mrs. Ellis shouts, "Brenda, that's private property, not a drinking fountain." But Brenda's got blown up photos of my car, waving them around like courtroom evidence. This is what inequality looks like. Sarah, God bless her, raises her hand. Brenda, different cars, different voltages. It's dangerous, could start a fire. Have you even looked it up? Brenda scoffs. Forums say it's safe if you're not hoarding the vote tanks. Not a hand goes up. As the crowd shuffles out, Brenda corners me. You think you've won, I'll fix this myself. That night lying in bed, I just keep replaying the circus. Deep down, I feel a pang of sympathy. Maybe if things hadn't gone so sideways in her life, she wouldn't be like this. But you can't let that kind of entitlement run wild. Next day, Tom texts Brenda's snooping around your garage, measuring outlets. Couple days later, my breaker trips, lights flicker, and I run out back to find her hunched over my charger with a bargain bin adapter, her Prius humming, and a wisp of smoke curling up. Brenda, stop. That's not safe. I yank the cord sparks flying. She jumps back. If you just share, I wouldn't have to improvise. She snaps, acting like I'm the criminal. Now I'm scared, not just mad. That's when I install cameras. 2 nights later, I catch her on tape, midnight mission, plugging in another sketchy adapter, only this time sparks fly. She drops the plug, coughing, muttering, blame him. The video goes straight to the group chat. Pretty soon, she's known as the Zap Queen. At coffee, she's ranting about her Prius battery dying because of me. Tom can't help himself. Maybe it's all those dollar store adapters, Brenda. She storms off, but the real drama's just warming up. Next, I call in a real electrician, Joe. Big guy, hands like catcher's mitts. He takes one look, shakes his head. One wrong move here could have torched your whole house. Stuff like this disaster waiting to happen. Neighbors gather, nodding along. Brenda barges in, accusing Joe of being in my pocket and part of the big solar conspiracy. Joe, not missing a beat, holds up diagrams. See this voltage mismatch? You can't just MacGyver this stuff, Brenda. Science changes. I've got my sources. You couldn't write a sitcom this good. Couple days pass. I'm grilling in the backyard. Hear a weird humming from the garage. I run in. Her Prius is nosed up. She's duct taped a Frankenstein splitter onto my charger, wires everywhere. Brenda, get out of here. Sparks explode. Her dashboard lights up like Times Square, smoke billows. Then bang! Sounded like a gunshot. She leaps out wailing. You sabotaged me. Now the whole block is outside, half of them filming. Tom yells, Lady, your own rig blew up. Fire trucks roll in. Deputy shakes his head. That's tampering. That's criminal. At the next HOA meeting, absolute chaos. Brenda's still up there ranting. Mark's hoarding his oppression. We need democracy. I roll out the footage. Joe's report. The fried adapter. Board doesn't hesitate, fines removal from her HOA post. The room cheers. Brenda flips a chair, shrieking lawsuit persecution, and storms out, heels clacking like thunder. You'd think that was the end, right? Nope. Her last-ditch stunt. She sneaks in after dark, tries to splice her own solution onto my charger, caught on camera again. This time, her car actually catches fire. Whole neighborhood runs out. Firefighters douse the Prius. Deputy reviews the tape. Trespassing, tampering, endangerment. Brenda's done. Prius gets towed, fines stack up, board strips her HOA title. Now she paces her front lawn alone, while the rest of us finally enjoy a barbecue in peace. Kids drawing chalk zaps on the sidewalk, toasting the great Austin outlet odyssey. But you know what? Even after all that, I can't help but wonder, did we just win, or did we all lose a little? How thin are the lines between justice, empathy, and protecting yourself? Is it right to slam down the hammer, or is there room to forgive? Maybe reach out before things go nuclear. Ever had a neighbor like Brenda where their need to control just went too far? Drop your stories below. I want to hear. Where do you draw the line? Did your HOA ever cross it? And hey, if you made it this far, hit that, like share your wildest neighbor story, and let's get real about these suburban standoffs, who's in the right, who's out of line. because I guarantee everybody's got at least one Brenda on their street.